Hello, Mega Dimensions here, back for another video. I don't know, it's been a while, so let's play some more Tsukihime. Though it's a little while for you, not for me. I'm going to play this until because I am still in mood because of the Tsukihime remake. During this time, so let's go. Okay, okay. When I come to, it's morning. Well, for now, right, for me, it's afternoon, like too. The morning just passed, in my opinion, and my perspective. Perspective is actually the truth, but I don't know. That was a weird thing to say. Okay, let's put this like. Okay. When I come to, it's morning. Maybe the rain stopped. Stopped. I can't hear it anymore. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It seems the cloud. It seems cloud outside, and the sunlight through the window is dim. And the sun through the window is dim. Okay. Taking a deep breath, I get out of bed. I didn't sleep well last night. Over and over, as I was about to fall asleep, that scene will replay in my mind and keep me awake. A crimson floor and limbs everywhere. Reason and memory are liabilities at times like these. They force me to remember things I only want to forget. It's just a dream. Why am I so bothered by it? Yes, just a dream. I should forget it quickly without a moment's delay. Okay, knock, knock. I don't know why they didn't put the sound effect like that. I don't know. Someone knocks on the door. Past 6 o'clock in the morning. Who could be this early? Excuse me. Shiki-sama, are you awake? Yeah, I've been sleeping since yesterday afternoon, so I'm awake early. So what about you, Hisui? What's happening at this time in the morning? Hisui falls silent. Actually, now that I look carefully, I know she has my school uniform in her hands. I see. You brought me a change of clothes? Yes. I'm sorry. I've shown you something you do not wish to see. Hisui keeps silent. What is it that I didn't want to see? I didn't get it at all. I don't understand about things anyway? Just leave the clothes there. I'll get changed and go to the sitting room. Hisui nods an assent. Very well then. Please excuse me. Hisui begins walking silently, only to suddenly turn around. Shiki-sama. If you have the time, I'll also prepare a bath for you. A bath? In the morning? Yes. You're terribly dirty, Shiki-sama. Wouldn't that be best for you to wash before you go to school? Hisui asks me with her usual lack of expression in a deserted voice. Now that she mentions it, I am dirty. I did collapse from anemia that I still can't pronounce that freaking word in the park yesterday, after all. So it's not unnatural. Yeah, would you mind doing that for me? I'll have time for that before I go to school, if it's this early. I understand. Please come to the bathroom in about 20 minutes. Hisui sets my uniform down and leaves the room. It's still 6 o'clock in the morning. With nothing to do, I spend 20 minutes in my room staring at the ceiling. I enter the bath and pour water over my head and it makes me feel a little refreshed. I take a deep breath as cold water soaks my hair. What a terrible dream. There got to be something wrong with me, having a dream where I kill a beautiful woman like that. It's just one day living in an unfamiliar mansion is enough to give me dreams like that. I hate to think what the days ahead are going to be like. I really gotta get it together. I clear my head with another splash of cold water and wash myself. Ow. I feel a sting as the towel touches my throat. What is this? What's this? I look at my neck in a mirror. How did this happen? My throat is red and swollen. It's almost as if I injured myself by repeatedly throwing up. I returned to my room and changed into my uniform. The thing is, he did try to throw up a lot, so he did injure that, naturally. You can injure yourself by throwing up, like, violently? That's interesting. It's barely 7 o'clock. Astounded how much clearer my head feels after bath, I pick up my bag and leave the room. Kohaku-san has just come out of the city room when I go down to the stairs. Oh, good morning, Shigi-sama-san. For some of that accent, it sounded because he doesn't like it. You sure are early today. Kohaku-san makes a bow while smiling. And you look refreshed too. Have you just had a bath? Yeah, I just took one. That's amazing, Kohaku-san. Can you tell? I can just tell by looking at you, because your hair isn't dry, Shigi-san. You sure look cuter after you had a bath. I avert my gaze just a little as I'm faced with a warm, carefree smile. It's kind of embarrassing. Please hold on for a minute. I'm going to prepare some breakfast now. Breakfast? I guess she means something to eat. Such a trivial thing caused me to remember the color of blood. I don't have much of appetite at the moment. Is a Western-style breakfast like yesterday fine with you, Shigi-san? Yeah. I really don't mind some breakfast, huh? That bath felt so good I almost forgot about it. Really? You didn't eat last night either, so I was talking to Hisui-san. How about maybe the sound of breakfast? How about the sound of your son might have woken you up? No. Sadly, that's not the case. I've been a light years since I was little, so I often skip 1 or 2 meals at a time. I see. Now you mention it, you got a nice bite without any excess meat on you. Could it be that you're a vegetarian? Perhaps. Come to think of it, I get a feeling that that's all I ate at the Armia house for vegetables. Kohaku-san busily heads back to the city room, but I don't feel like eating right now. It's alright, Kohaku-san. I'll go to school while eating today. I got friend at me. He grabbed. Goodbye. I head towards the door. Suddenly my arm is tightly grabbed. Shiki-san! I can't believe it. Kohaku-san is angry. Alright, what are you saying, Shiki-san? You look in the mirror this morning? I told him about... I look in the bathroom. Yeah, I took a look in the bathroom. You're lying. You want to see some... If you look like that even once. Sounds seriously angry. Come to think of it. Okay, come to think of it, when I saw my face in the mirror, I think I saw death warmed over. I'll be fine. I'm fine. It's just I don't have a lot of blood in me, so I look worse than most people. This won't do. You won't grow out eating breakfast. And you don't have an appetite. I'll prepare something easy to eat. So please go to the dining room. Holding on my arm, she drags me into the sitting room. I've got no choice. I really don't feel like getting along with this, but I will have to accept Kaku-san's good intentions. Good morning, Nissan. How do you feel? Aiko greets me reservedly. The firmness about her yesterday is gone. I guess it's because she is worried about me. Good morning. I'm feeling good in a certain way. Returning her greeting, I head towards the dining room. Please wait here, Shiki-san. I'll call you when it's ready. Kahaku-san disappears in the dining room by herself, leaving me the downcast-looking Aika and Hisui, who stands emotionlessly by the wall. This is kind of awkward. Nissan, about last night, is it true that you collapsed in the park? Seems so. I don't really remember it myself. But if that's what Kohaga-san and Hisui said, then it must be what happened. Oh, stop talking like it's someone else's problem, Nissan. You have a weak body, so if you ever feel bad, please contact the mansion. I'll send someone to pick you up right away. Hey, listen, there's no need for that. I'm not like a primary school kid. I can make it home by myself, no matter how bad I feel. Then I guess the fact that you cannot make it home last night would mean you are a child. It sucks to admit, but Aiko is right. Yesterday was different. The kind of thing is really rare. Look, just because I have chronic meat, it doesn't make my body weak. There's no reason for you to worry about every little thing, Aika. Yesterday was, just a terminal case of bad timing. That's all. A terminal case? Please do not use such inconspicuous words, Nissan. You have only come back to the mansion. What would I do if you died? Aika is surely angry. Jeez, you take things too easily, Nissan. Please take better care of yourself. Even you tell me that I don't push myself at it as it is. I'm not in any clubs and I do everything the doctor says. You will have to put me in a sanitarium for me to get better care. Yes, I would love to do that if I could. Avoiding my gaze, Aika says something very frightening. As she's standing by herself on the wall like a statue. I am at a loss for the conversation. There's still some time. So, okay, so I come to the entrance. I got Kohaku-san. Okay, it's near their routes, so let's do the mansion. Oh, that's right. What's happening with our mansion now, Aika? What do you mean? If you're talking about the ownership of the mansion, I'm inheriting it. No, not that. Only people in the mansion right now are you, me, Kohaku, and Hisui-san, right? I was wondering about the rooms being used for, and so on. Nothing. As a general rule, all rooms except the ones we're using are locked. Your room is in the back of the second floor, the west wing, and mine is in the east wing. His room is right before the stairs of the west wing. Second floor Kohaku room is just before the west wing in the first floor. Far room is next to Kohaku's room. That's open for now, too. Instinctively, the sitting room is the first right is from the lobby. And afterwards, it'll be something like the right before the lobby, the first floor of the east wing. The gaming room and the guest rooms to the same room are closed, but I'll open them if you decide. If you decide to bring friends here. The archives are, well, there's some bad rumors going around about them. I so okay, there's some bad rumors about them. So currently they are off limits. I see. Okay, got it. I get a strange, suspicious feeling about those things off-limit archives, but for now, they are absolutely nothing to do with me. Shiki-san, it's ready. I can hear Kohagi-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm going to get some grub. Oh, Nissan, please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner. I can shoot him in sharp glare. Ah, you're fine back to normal. I like you when you're more. I like you more because you're calling more worried about me. I was not worrying about you, Nissan. I quickly looks away. Looking at her with her faint smile, I go to the dining room. I'm escorted outside by Hyusui. Please take care. Saying the same thing she always does, she continues to stare at me. Shiki-sama, what happened to you last night? Last night? Nothing in particular. I was just feeling sick at school, so I left early. I was on my way back then when... On my way back... I collapsed in the park. I guess I was just being careless, like I got said. I'll be careful from now on. I'm not placing any blame on you, Shiki-san, but you look like you are pushing yourself in this morning. Please take care along the way. Well, I also noticed it. Like for the few lines and stuff. You can like notice stuff and blah 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 blah. Hisui makes a deep bow and sees me out. As I approach the school, I begin to catch the sight of more and more students in uniforms. It's Saturday and most of them are smiling while they walk. Wait, I'm going to... So I can't see my... Let me just get my glasses, because I won't explain why, okay. Okay, that's better. As I approach the school, I begin to catch the sight of more and more students in uniforms. It's Saturday, and most of them are smiling while they walk. It's only a little way to the main gate as I pass the intersection. It is still only 7:30. Looks like I'll be able to get to school of time to spare today. The light turns red and stops in front of the crosswalk. The school fence just on the other side. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Is that how that works in Japan? I don't know. That's not where I live. Nearby, there's no guardrail. There's no guardrails for that shit. You die if you get run over by a car. Too bad. Though they're usually looking down on their phones, so probably, they're just idiotic, stupid. Even now, the students in front of me are heading towards the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students. Oh. I can see where this is going. But between the cars and the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. What? She's there, dressed in white with a golden hair down to her shoulders, long slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her once before, but there's no way I can mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. What? No. Even that's a lie. It's just it's all just a dream. He told me so. No, she didn't say anything of that sort. It's just that I want to believe it was a dream. Then it really wasn't a dream. But then, why? Why does she exist as real as anything? The light turns green. The students around me walk toward the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there stunned. She still sits in guard, her legs swinging idly as she's waiting for someone. I can tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She fidgeted restlessly as she was waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. It's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must be surely a bad dream too. After all, I completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking at this way and smiling. Looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Smile seems to say, You have finally come. You have finally come. Giving a familiar wave and smiling, she hops off the guardrail, fluttering her hair as she heads towards me. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The lights turn red. Don't come near. She doesn't even look like she cares, walking straight while cars pass by. There's only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come. The reality before my eyes don't change even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice even I don't understand. I run from the girl in white. I run with all my strength. Of no regard to the embarrassment or shame, I blast through the passerby, running full across the asphalt. My breathing is wild and my heart screams out. But still, I run. I feel like I'm going to go crazy if I don't. I look behind me. The girl in the white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. It's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head drops down. My arm feels heavy. My legs feel like they're going to tear off. But despite that, I'm running with all my strength, and yet I can't get away from someone just walking after me. My breathing is out of control. I think I already run several kilometers. But even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, if she's taking a stroll, she falls right behind me. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I can't stop laughing. But even so, I run. My body complains that I will die if I run anymore, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she will kill me for sure. I ask myself when I base on that, trying to shake it off as a mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I am the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know as a fact that she catches up to me, I will be killed. Methodically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forward, not because I trip, but because I can't move. I cannot move my body a single step further. Gah! Lying there collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way into the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't even think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Why? Why? I don't even know why the girl I killed is alive. Unmistakably, I uttered and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school smiling? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her, so why? Oh, is the chase over already? A light footstep she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment. Hello. You really gave me trouble yesterday. With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. I've got to run away, thinking that I retreat one to hit head against a concrete wall. The chase is over, right? This is a dead end after all. No need to worry about anyone coming or interfering. I think that was her speaking. She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look around my surroundings. A desolate alley. I am disgusted at my stupidity. Running away here is like asking her to kill me. It's been a long time. 18 hours since then, I finally found you. She takes another step into the alley. You? What? I definitely... Yes. I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember. That can't be true. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be alive. That's true. But there's no need for you to be surprised. I just revived, that's all. With that current response she makes, and her footstep, the sound reaching my ears. The distance between us is gradually decreasing. Revived? Stunned, I repeat her face back to her. Reviving me, a doctor? Say or some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human can survive from being cut apart like that. Yeah, but then again, I'm not human. Huh? Her words are so simple there's no way I could misinterpret them. I'm not human. That is what the girl in front of me said. You're not human? Jeez, isn't that obvious? Do you think there's a human being out there who can revive being cut into pieces? There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that it's just a monster who looks like human. Something that revives even when killed? People die even when they're killed. Shiro is getting freaking mad now. It's like, what? No. They die when they're killed. Sorry, Buster. Then Shiki's like, no, fam, no. It's the other way around, bitch. Or something like that. Something that death is irrelevant to. Something quickly returns to normal and starts moving in after being cut into pieces. Isn't something you can call human. No way. Seems to be the girl right before my eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is so dry I can't. What the hell is that? It's not exactly a funny story. Besides, there are too many things in the story that aren't funny. Because definitely, she's not human. If she's not human, it explains why she's alive after I killed her. I start to calm down. This is a situation where I've got to observe everything and think it over. You say you're not human, so what are you? Me? I'm called a vampire. To put in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off human flesh. Ah, good. Vampire. Ah, good. A vampire is at least something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She said, trying to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply. I heard can't walk during the daytime, but I guess it's a trivial matter right now. So what does it want from me? For some reason, she recoils as if surprised. After a moment, she puts her hands on her hips and looks at me irritated. Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You gotta be pretty used to this thing. You asked me, what do I want with you now? She looks more disgusted than angry. But right now, that's how I feel too. Because someone I've killed coming to complain to me why I killed her. Hey, are you listening, murderer? Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up just for a minute? I'm reflecting how unlucky this is even for me. Oh, I love this. Sheesh. I have the worst luck. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason, and I killed her on pure impulse. My memory wasn't clear after all of that. I'll calm down thinking it was just a dream, but it turned out to be real. What's more, it turns out that person I killed isn't even human. I can't help but laugh. But it's not all bad. If the person I killed has come back to life, then that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose the fact remains that I killed someone, but still alive. And it's something I could happy about? Yeah. But with this, I shall be able to get back to living my normal life. Normal school life, like I did up to now. Well, in exchange, I think I have to be concerned by this strange person. But you may argue is a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. Okay, calm down. If you got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want. Yeah, I got a lot of whole things to say to you, but you're weird. I'm just taking everything right now. You could say I'm built with just thing like this. I don't think it's much help in this case, though. She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back, they got you was one of the common laws of the world. Then she was trying to kill me, but she should be, but what are you staring at? You're to get revenge, right? Then yeah, I guess I was supposed to kill you back. In theory, I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise, I'll pass for now. It's not very efficient that way. She stares at me head on. Efficient. So, are you sorry? Huh? I'm stunned for a moment. The things she said are so out of place. Hey, you're telling me. I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about forgiving you. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get a feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human. Sorry, me? Yep. If you apologize to me, I'll be fine with that. This is unbelievable. What's so unbelievable? What is so unbelievable? Not that the person I killed is forgiving me, but Her voice sounds so kind.
Hey, you have to give an answer when people ask you seriously. You know. Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry.
She is angry. I'm sorry, she asked. That goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason, I've killed just for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone, but more importantly, that person I killed was you, and so it's a lie. That it's alright if she's alive. It's the fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation and the greatest violence possible. So you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'll be here to get revenge. I hang my head, mumbling like confused to someone.
I see. You're not a bad person.
She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she's very honest. She has a very honest face.
I decided. I'm going to make you help me.
Eh? Help her? What is she talking about? Hey, what do you mean by helping you?
It's simple. I'm going to get you to help me with a deal with a vampire which took root in this town.
Huh? Oh, then I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with a vampire, but you're a...
Oh, no. I'm a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? Then you should know about the murders that's been occurring lately, right?
Told you that I'll come back. We're gonna get involved with this murderer.
Right? Yeah. Quite a few people have been killed already.
Hey, wait. I remember now. Come to think of it, all the killer victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that.
Exactly. Even the news is saying stuff like the word of a vampire. Right. It's a funny thing that they obviously know the kind of creature it's doing, and no one's going around trying to vanquish it. That's why I've got no choice but to do it myself for them.
Wait, but vampires don't exist.
She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right.
That's an unidentified person standing from his claim to be a vampire herself. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Is that you here in this town trying to eliminate vampires, right?
That's right, but before I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer.
Yeah, that
really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack, and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything.
I see. She must mean me.
That's right. Until I was fully recovered like this, I was really planning to kill you now. That was the first time anyone embarrassed me like that. And it took me 80% of my power to fully recover. But more importantly, it really, really hurt. It was so painful I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great, it restored my sanity. Do you know what it's like to experience that over and over for a whole night?
I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know.
So full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up that I didn't even care about the vampire, the very reason why I'm here. I knew you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you.
I don't get it. If you hate me so much, then why are you so forgiving me?
Let's see, to put it simply, I calmed down after a while. I already used all my power, and I thought it would be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you.
Hold on. You said something really bad for me.
Did I say something like that?
You said someone going to use me like as a shield.
Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You got to atone for your murder through action, not just emotion, right?
Well, even you ask me.
What's with you? I can't tell you're being sincere or when you're not. Let me repeat you again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed.
Well, actually, it won't be a big deal if you have just killed me. But the way you killed me was some.
Well, actually, it would be a big deal if you just killed me. But the way you killed me is something I have never seen. I couldn't heal the wounds, so I have no choice to remake my body parts. That is why it took so much energy to revive.
She looks angrily. It seems she's recalling her forgotten anger while she talks.
Anyhow, I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights. But if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why, for now, I'll have you be my shield.
You have me do it? What are you going to do to sign everything by yourself?
What? This is all your fault to begin with, so it isn't that much to be expected. Or are you not sorry after all?
She looks straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has such pure eyes like that. That when she claims is I'm stuck for an answer. I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Something odd there. The gap between the buildings. Hold on. What is that? I get up and walk to the middle of the alley and I finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. A crow, to be precise. A blue crow. The inconspicuous thing I saw 2 nights ago. Okay, that inconspicuous thing I think I saw 2 nights ago. Okay.
Oh man, the girl murmurs. The crow just stares at us. Just thanks to your slowness, he found us.
The girl looks at the entrance to the alley. Found us? Who? I cast my gaze towards the alley entrance. Then, I take a step back in shock. Before I knew, a dog had appeared on their path, running to the alley. It had four tough legs and a tense neck, like a steel frame. That doesn't look like a regular dog. The form far removed from that of a human. It was once made solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Most humans will become nervous just looking at what kind of hunting beast. That kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by this herding superior athletic ability. A black dog? I start to shake. The black dog looking in our direction isn't small, like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or a Doberman. It stands there menacing us. The girl says nothing but looks at the dog with disinterested eyes. Suddenly, the black dog jumps. No, it's running with speed that makes it seem like jumping. Huh? I can't do anything. The black dog jumps straight for my throat. I can see it. I can see the black body moving towards me, but I don't even have time to think about dodging it. Thud. I feel like a shock on my body. I was hit hard from the side. It's not the black dog. Seeing the girl pushed me before it could crush my throat. Easy movement, like someone throwing a ball. She hurls me into the wall using just one hand. Oh, a terrific wham. I fall on my rear.
Why, you... What in the world are you doing? Never mind that, keep your eyes in front.
The girl yells. I look, having lost sight, Tori the black bounced towards the wall. Sticking across the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces the wall towards me. My path looks like black lightning. Yeah, it is a long tongue.
It's too fast, I can't react.
The black dog opens its mouth, filled with the teeth and saliva. This time, it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes, the dog teeth sink into my throat. But in that instant, the dog leaps, lets out a yelp, and releases me.
Huh? That's impossible.
Dog lets out a scream and lets straight up. There's nothing but nonetheless, it flies high in the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, they're going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls down to concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, has hit into the concrete. What was that?
Geez, you made me waste more of my energy.
The girl quickly approaches the black dog and crushed against the concrete like pressed flour.
That's quite a mongrel of familiar. I suppose it was some kind of scout.
The black dog liquefies in some kind of tar-like substance and it absorbs into the concrete.
It melted, no. It's just dissolving. It can't be. Can it? There's no way chaos will be in place like this.
Having a long sigh, she approaches me.
Oh, you don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem.
She mumbling something. My throat. I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing?
A familiar of Emmy Vampire. We were discovered because you weren't being clear.
Discover, you mean, by that enemy vampire you mentioned?
Yeah, this isn't good. It looks like I really need your help as a shield now,
she says so casually with a smile. Stop saying such crazy things, you idiot! You saw me! What do you think I can do? Not better than you by yourself.
Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I really am empty now.
What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still, I can't do it. I can't. I don't even have the power to drive away something like that. I can't even be a shield.
Liar, you killed me. Why would you lie after doing something like that?
That was something I don't even understand myself. No, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human.
Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep, that's it. You can do that much without any problems, right?
She looks straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. I'll cooperate. For some reason, I can't decline. I did kill her after all. It's my fault she's weak and has asked for others for help. It's my responsibility. Besides, although I've known her for a little while, she doesn't seem like a bad person.
So how about it?
Wait, let me check. About like 49 minutes.
So how about it? Can a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me?
Well, that'll be an obvious answer, but
Well,
don't look at me with those eyes.
why is it?
Making overcome with guilt, unable to refuse. Now I've gone myself into as best I won't be able to sleep at night. I just deny all responsibility. Man, I know I'm gonna regret this. So yeah, I think I could probably do it. I'm a serial killer, right? As I rest of this time, I'll probably be struck with some kind of divine punch or refuse to help you.
Huh? You mean?
I'm not gonna be shield, but if just being your lookout, I'll do it. I feel disgust how stupid. I feel this how stupid I am as soon as those words came out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but there's something about her deeply shocked expression that's wow.
Wow, are you serious? I'm really a vampire, you know.
Hey, listen. Why are you saying all this now after you threatened me so much?
Uh, mm, that's true, but... Well, whatever. If you're really going to cooperate with me, then I should be grateful.
Oh, what a freaking idiot. With a very happy expression on her face, she approaches me as I lie on the rear up against the wall.
Our contract is established.
She stands her hand towards me.
I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I am Arcuied. My last name is really long, so Arcuied is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor, type vampire. How about you?
I have a heavy sigh at her presented introduction. It's like a sigh of resignation evidence to keep this nonsense situation. I am Tonoshiki. Sadly, I'm just your day student. Said before, I'm not really going to do much use. Grasping her Arcueid's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me, then offers her hand again.
Nice to meet you, Shiki. I'll have you take responsibility for killing me.
Arcueid grins as she extends her left hand. There is all the sorts of responsibilities in the world, but this is probably the first. Last time someone takes responsibility by helping someone they killed. Damn. It's like, this is seriously messed up. But there's nothing else I can do. I gradually extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in the white, claiming to be a vampire.
This is a pretty nice room. I have no problem spending the night here.
Arcueid looks around the hotel room. I got nothing to say for now.
My room has already been discovered, so let's hide out here for the night. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I'm rich, so I'll treat you.
Speaking cheerfully, Arcueid closes the curtains. So also turns out the lights in the room because it's dark as night. What are you thinking, Arcueid?
I'm thinking about all sorts of stuff.
Not that I mean, as to why you rented a high-class hotel, not a cheap one, and why you rented a whole top floor.
I try to say, but I
stop. Right now, my job is to guard this so-called vampire, nothing more. I'm not going to ask any useless questions. No, forget it. Do whatever you like.
You're weird, Shiki. Suddenly getting mad and going silent like that. I just don't get you.
Arcueid lies on bed smiling like she's having fun.
I'm going to sleep until the sun sets. You better rest while you have the chance. Vampires don't move it in the daytime, so you'll be on your guard real during night.
Do you realize you said something that completely contradicts your existence?
Oh, that's alright, me. Oh, I guess it's almost my limit. It's almost my limit. Good night, Shiki. Wake me up when the sun sets.
Hey! Like a machine whose power is cut off, Arcueid suddenly falls asleep. She's so defenseless. Right now, I could run away if I wanted to. She'd force me to come with her after all. I could easily run away now, and I don't have that impulse anymore, but I killed you once yet. How is she
be able to suddenly fall asleep despite that. I look at Arcuied's face as she sleeps on the bed. Her plump chest rises and falls, so he's a perverted mind as well. A filament of culture, as I say. It looks like she's breathing, but her body isn't moving at all. It's like the air around her has stopped. It's so tranquil, even I might stop moving. What a peaceful slumber. I kind of defenseless as she has absolute trust in me, even though we were only just met. She's so stupid. She is so stupidly honest. I might start to worry. But aside from that, this is a turning point. This may be the point of no return for Tonoshiki. I should be escaping after all. I don't remember which one, so just in case, let's say create a save. Okay, I should be escaping after all. Let's do that because I think I read that in the manga. It probably won't give me a bad end. Ollie, you probably come back. I still want to kind of live in a proper, respectful world. I be responsible for killing Arcuied, but I think there's something about this force to do something. I can't do it. And Arcuied is asleep. He's trusting me with someone who killed her once already and sleeping peacefully. Damn it. But even so, I can't do it. I quietly start to walk, turn in my back, Arcuied sleeping completely faithing, leave the hotel room. The corridor is silent. We're on the 11th floor, the top floor of the hotel. Since she rented out the whole floor, there's no other guests here. I still feel a tinge of indecisiveness, but I shake it off and press the elevator floor button. Taking the train from the hotel, I return town. Just past noon. School is about to finish, so I think it's going to head back to the mansion. Honestly, I don't feel like going back to the mansion. To head to the park and cool my head for a bit. Sigh. Sitting down on the bench, I vaguely stare up to the sky. The sky is so cloudless, much in my own heart. I wonder if she's still sleeping but believing in me. I killed her once, yet she said she'll forgive me. She'll forgive me, and yet what I am doing here? Last night, after I killed Arcuied, I swore myself that I would atone it, no matter what. Was that an oath I could break my life is in danger? Is that all it was? But I do want to live. There's no problem that I can ignore, as long as I'm alive, and it's not something I can easily dismiss as a moment's passion and forget about it. Power is yours. But that is the very reason you must never forget. I recall those precise words from long ago. She sensei, what did she say to me? There's still time. The sun hasn't set yet. If I return to the hotel before the sun sets, I'll probably still make it in time. Damn it, I can't throw away my doubts. And I think I'll go back to the hotel. I think I'll have a bad ending if I go to the mansion. I'll probably do it in off screen, but I can't throw away my doubts. Sensei said I won't ask you to become a saint. All you have to do is become an adult and do what you think is right. I know I'm not thinking straight at the moment, but I can't betray her trust. Even if Arcuied isn't human, she believes in me. She has forgiven and my unforgivable sin with a smile. Alright. I leaned up from the bench and began running without turning back. I returned to the hotel at around the same time the sun goes down. Quietly, I sneak back. Arcuied is still asleep. Then there should be no problem. Shiki! I love this. She's awake and pretty angry. Where did you go out to? Tell me before you go outside. Arcuied is angry. That doesn't seem like she thinks I betrayed her. Geez, I woke up at sunset and you weren't there. I thought you went to the bathroom, but you wouldn't come out. And I thought you wanted to get some food from the lobby, but you weren't there, so when I checked. Where did you go off to?
Just outside the hotel for a bit.
Are you serious? The familiar has found you, so I won't say you're safe. What are you gonna do if one of those black dogs attacked you after you went outside so recklessly?
Suddenly I realized it. The reason Arcuied is angry because I wasn't isn't because I was here. Even from what I would betray her and run on her is only angry because she was worried about how I went outside and could end up in a dangerous situation. I'm ashamed. Treading it over with good intentions.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You're right. It's my fault.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, Beanley, and
Hey, don't apologize so seriously. Anyhow, you're far too vulnerable. The enemy is a vampire, so you have to be more careful. You're just as vulnerable.
you're just as vulnerable as yourself. I killed you once before, remember? Can guarantee I won't do it again, can you? Arca keeps trying to surprise us. She likes it.
Now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder why I did that. I just have complete confidence since we spoke in the alley.
Well, saying that doesn't make me feel bad for her, okay? Since you trust me so, I'll try my best. So should I just keep watching from now on?
Yeah, until sunrise tomorrow. I can leave the room, so be on guard if someone comes to this floor.
Guard, huh? It's going to be no good if one of those black comes for us. Wait. Being guard, huh? Being on guard is going to be no good if one of those black dogs come from the morning comes for us. I let out a sigh. I suspect this is too heavy role for me. Let me ask you something. Was the black dog that attacked us this morning something your enemy sent out?
I don't think it was probably. So it's probably something for surveillance. His patrol route happened to pass through where you and I were talking, and seems my presence was revealed as a result.
Revealed?
To your enemy? That's right. If I had been in a perfect condition, it'll actually save me more time. But right now, it seems the opposite. If I were attacked now, I'll be the one annihilated. That's why I have to hide out like this, right now until my power returns.
Arcuied's enemy. In other words, the serial killer who has been causing the stir in this town, a vampire. Arcuied, I want to ask you something. Answer my question.
I don't mind talking, but why you're being so formal all of a sudden?
Yeah, I haven't asked you the most important thing yet. So, what's your ultimate objective here?
Me?
Hello, I am back. I don't know, my mom showed me something. So, okay.
I'm here to hunt down a vampire. Killing a vampire is my duty.
Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that. But Arcuied, you're a vampire, right?
What? You still don't believe me?
Oh no, don't worry, I believe you so much it hurts. I'm asking why would you, a vampire, claim to do something as odd as killing other vampires?
Oh, you don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other.
The act of killing doesn't actually make my list of favorite things, but she is right. I'm not comfortable with the idea of vampires killing vampires. No, it's just that I can't really imagine something like that happening. Vampires drain the blood of humans, right? So they should be killing humans, not other vampires.
Drinking blood and killing are different things.
Well, even so, I know what you're trying.
Even so, I know what you're trying to say. You think beings from the same species should help each other out, right? But vampires can be of the same species, still be different life forms. That's why they don't really have what you humans call comrade comrade camaraderie.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Then you say something that makes you different from a vampire.
So you're saying something makes you different from a vampire you're hunting?
That's right. The one I'm after is a human vampire, just like this stereotypical vampire from you humans' folklore. He kills humans by draining their blood, turning them into the dead, then uses them to increase his power and influence. That's the sort of vampire I hunt. The one lurking in this town is that sort of old-style vampire.
That's that sort of vampire. Seems like there are different types. Don't tell me you want me to be your shield to get this guy.
Yeah, that was my original intent. But after talking to you, I changed my mind. You see, at first I thought you were someone from the church. So I thought you might have information about the location of the enemy. But you turned out to be a perfectly ordinary person. You didn't even know about vampires, let alone the location of Emmy's coffin. Yeah, I kinda think of it, there's no way they'll send an exorcist to the Far East, secular country like this one. I guess I didn't put enough thought into this.
Arcuied thinks aloud. Her conversation detail, I'm feeling a little left out. I don't follow y'all, Arcuied.
Hold on for a moment. Let's see, how should I explain this?
But that Arcuied gaze begins drifting. She doesn't seem used to holding conversation. Don't worry about it. Just explain everything about the current situation. I don't understand any of this, but I might be able to see the general gist of things.
Really? Thanks, Shiki.
You don't have to thank me. Just keep talking. Arcuied just nods obediently.
Basically, the vampire currently in this town is also a vampire. He himself reigns as the lord and releases the dead he makes into the city. By doing so, he increases power a little bit by bit. The vampire that drains the blood of humans and those who become vampires themselves. He's not very powerful right now. He doesn't have many dead serving him, but as the victims increase, so does his power. It would be best to destroy the main body before that happens, but I haven't found where he sleeps yet. He's hidden so well right now that I can't even feel his presence. Even so, it's easy to take care of things once I find him. But I don't have any clothes whatsoever. So I have no choice but to walk around the town during the day to investigate. But then I suddenly got attacked by a passing killer, and now I am temporarily weaker than Emmy's vampire.
Arcuied shoots me down a cold look. I guess she wants to say something to the passing killer. I see. I kind of understand the situation now. So in other words, some evil monsters are based in town, and you're here to eliminate them. Since you don't know where you're looking at them, and then when I killed you. So now you're weakened and hiding out while you recover. Is that about right?
To put it simply, I think so.
Then the next, you casually call yourself a vampire, but I still don't really understand that term. It's obvious you're not human. That's much I can see. But I don't get the feeling you're a vampire either.
That's true. I'm a little different from the typical type of vampire you know about.
Indeed, I haven't considered that vampire exists at all, let alone vampires like you. So what makes you different?
Arcuied thinks. Yes, I suppose it might be helpful to teach you a bit about us. Alright, then the first period lesson will be Vampires 101. Okay,
But what is Vampires 101?
you're Andra this, so we gotta start with the basics, right? And why I'm going to start teaching you from the very beginning.
Okay, whatever. Let's keep it short.
I'll try my best.
It really does seem like she's not used to talking.
Well, we got.
A lot of time, so I guess I'll listen to our case without complaint.
Although we're typically called simply vampire, we're divided into two main categories. Those were vampires from the start and those who became vampires. The former are called true ancestors, and the latter are called dead apostles. The ones you call vampires are dead apostles. They drain blood of humans and turn them into their slaves. They are weak against sunlight, and you can vanquish them with a baptism ritual. Our enemies won the dead apostles.
It's gone from my enemy to our enemy. Well, I don't mind. So not wrong consider the situation I am now. You're saying the dead apostles aren't vampires from the start. What do you mean by that?
Dead apostles were once human. They attained immortality through magic or had their blood sucked by one of the true ancestors. Either way, the ones become vampire become immortal, even though it's imperfect immortality.
Those were vampires from the beginning, and humans became vampires. What is this? I get the feeling that there's some kind of huge contradiction to all this. He was like some important fundamental missing somewhere in this theory.
Hey Shiki, how much do you know about vampire folklore?
Let's see, just the usual stuff. They suck blood out of virgins, they can blind people just by looking at them. They can turn into mists and wolves, just the usual stuff you hear about.
Yeah, that's pretty much all true. They drain blood from the virgin because one's blood cells are more pure. Okay, because one's blood cells are more pure before one's changed bloody body fluids of others. That makes virgin more suitable for repairing the vampire's own deteriorating genes. The apostles are the ones that become vampires have imperfect immortality. Since they become immortal, they won't die from old age. However, they need to replenish their energy frequently, or they will disappear. All the living creatures need nutrients to be able to move right. It's all the same thing. It's just that vampires don't die from age as long as they take in nutrients. The dead apostles suck blood because they need to stay alive. Immortality is a strain on their original human bodies. The genes that compose their bodies are different when they become vampires. They begin to degenerate at an incredible rate.
Disintegrate? I don't know.
To make up for that, they must drain the blood of others in order to absorb genetic magic, genetic information, and stabilize their own bodies. To a vampire, drinking blood is not like eating, but it's like a minimum requirement for them to continue to exist.
This sounds complex and long. I can't follow the logic, but Arcuied nonetheless continues speaking. So moving on, the ability to blind someone is just a type of mystic eyes. Eyes are words both common of magic circuits. So there are many vampires who have mystic eyes. We should possess mystic eyes of enchantment. We don't enchant people by looking at them, rather, we enchant those who look into our eyes. A powerful vampire using mystic eyes can impose his own will into the brain of another and completely dominate their thoughts. But the mystic eyes of a dead apostle don't have that much power. What you call turning into mist isn't really making it. It's really just making a spare body and controlling it via the will.
Once the part serves its purpose, you can call it a mana flow, offshoot, and naturally returns to dust. Wolves and other animal transportation are a byproduct of vampire repairing its damaged body using its familiars. For, for the long life, vampires stabilize their bodies with normal lives is not sufficient. Humans are not fundamentally powerful animals, so it's more effective to repair one's body by absorbing beasts, as they surpass the human species in their respect. Vampires who repair their own bodies of human with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. From what I heard, there's a 7-year-old vampire whose body is made entirely of familiars. Wonder who she's talking about, right? They say he contains 666 beasts within his body, or something like that. Anyway, I think Arcuied is getting a little too wrapped in her own speech. To be honest, I'm not finding this world easy to understand. Yeah, that's about it. As much as very basic, now you know what vampire is. Well, I suppose. The reality of Arcuied being a vampire begins to feel harder and harder to accept. Now it's my turn. There's something important I forgot to ask you too. What? You're not going to learn anything from me. I'm not a vampire or anything. Just an ordinary student. Then let me ask you this, Shiki. How exactly did you kill me? I'm asking you the method you used. I'm resistant against stuff like runes and Kabbalah, so those things don't work on me. The only thing I'm not resistant to is magic. I yet to experience which is probably limited to the ancient Shinto in this country and its treasures in South America. Not even those can kill me that much. Answer me, Shiki, what kind of occult artifact do you use in the capacity to take me to that degree? Occult artifact? What's that? A catalyst restores ideas and history. Jeez, you got a sacred treasure in this country too, don't you? There's something like staves and sword jewels and marks. Some are weapons that we use against nature itself. Come on, Shiki. Are you sure you're not someone from those fields? What field? I told I'm just a student. I don't even know anything. That's a lie. There's no way a human can, not even a mongoose can hurt me. Are you hiding something from me, Shiki? Or it gives me angry, cat-like stare. But even if she looks at me like that, I'm not hiding anything always. Actually, there's one thing I'm not sure is relevant, but he's still staring at me. It doesn't seem like I'm able to keep a secret. I keep quiet about it. Alright, I'll tell you about it. Or how should I put this? I can see lines to cut things. Huh? Oh, she's stunned. She should be. Normally, I don't think Aegon will believe a story like this. What do you mean? As in a serious tone. She's not exactly normal. I should have known she would defy my expectation in a good way. I mean, I see lines. Things can be cut. Living things, the ground, anything touchable. It's like a black line that can cut things clean. I let anything sharp through it, and it does anything to you. It's convenient to be able to cut steel with a knife and all, but it's not like I can cut anywhere I like. I go and cut things where I can see the lines, and when I cut you, well, you a girl's skin with just a knife, right? Her eyes are serious. She glances at me with those wild eyes I've only seen once before. It is like a stop me. I see. I see. I thought the mystic eyes the mystic eyes of depth perception only exist in fairy tales. But I guess there's someone who can use them. A mutated monster like you. What? I don't think I've ever can call me a monster. A monster is a monster. There isn't anyone, even among us, with missing eyes that can see the depth of things.
See the depth of things. Arcuied nods in affirmation with an inimical gaze.
A current has opened in your eyes, Shiki. Whether you're born with eyes like that.
No. They became like this a long time ago. I wasn't born with them.
Then you must have been at least one near death to experience some point, right?
Well, it's true. 8 years ago, I got into an accident where I almost died.
Just as I suspected. You had the latent ability, but it must have been triggered the mystic eyes of that perception, huh? Yes, with those, you could definitely kill me.
A small sigh, Arcuied returns to normal. Arcuied, do you know something about these lines?
Not to the extent you would, but I do have some information. Where you see the end of things, the point where things die easily. To put it simply, the time death of everything in existence. That is death itself.
I remember now. That time. When Sensei gave me these glasses, she told me something similar to what Arcuied said. But there's something different to what Sensei and Arcuied said. What I'm saying are lines are not something as disturbing as death.
What are you saying? I see things. These lines can be cut. I'm telling you, these lines, death of the object. Listen, Shiki, everything in existence has an end. They are differences to one, but it is the end nevertheless. Death does not arrive. It's already contained with the object as creation. It is bound to happen someday. This is what you call the principle of causality. You've heard that before, right?
As long as something has an origin, it must have an end. When it will end is determined from its beginning.
That is so-called time of death. So as a rate exists, it's not impossible to see it. It is not impossible for one to see it with their eyes, even if they can comprehend the concept of time and death. And they have the appropriate circuit in their brain and eyes. That is the truth behind those lines you see. This is nothing more than a general concept, but if I were to theorize, I would say that they are the weakest part, and they are weak parts and joints between molecules and something, or perhaps a designated switch within the genetic makeup that activates the death of that object. But that doesn't really make sense. I can't see them, so I can't be so sure, but the lines aren't all you can see, are they? I would think there'd be points more than lines.
That's right. When I first saw Arcuied, when I wasn't myself, I took my glasses off. I could see the usual scribbles on black points, and black points where the scribbles seemed to follow form. There were. It only happened at a time, but definitely, I saw black points. There were certain points around your body, and black lines followed them, drawing them up. If I had to make an analogy, I would say they were like blood vessels.
I see. The lines where things die easily, and death itself, huh? I'm surprised you stay alive up to now like this. You must have a very tranquil heart, Shiki.
Arcuied says this philosophically. In my own way, I understand that she's saying, but I don't want to believe any of it. What? There's no way this sort of thing exists. You can be able to see it. But you're seeing it. Usually when you cut
neck, they die. That means stops. You cut it. Conversely, you can say it. You can't cut somebody's neck; it won't die. And this is about me. Just so consider it an exception. But in your case, you can ignore the cause, even against it. Wish immature. To all extents, in fact, you kill first. What is killed then becomes dead. It is stopped because you cut it, but in your case, you saw the object. As a result, it is cut. See? What, what else can I call you but a monster? You may call the lines something to be cut, but those eyes are more special than those possessed by any other user of supernatural power in history. You have the eyes that can kill anything, just like death itself.
I'm at loss for words. If that really is what I see, like Arcuied is saying, those black lines are time and death for all things, and everything around me is filled with death. So what? So all you could say, I should be able to kill you?
Really? Then let's try it.
Arcuied opens the curtains. The lights are off. The only illumination is the faint moon through the window.
Come on, that's right. Try it. Seriously.
Oh, wait.
Those glasses on. Oh, wait. Could it be you can't see with those... Are you sure about this?
I take my glasses off. I can only see lines, of course. I say the room begins from black lines. Outside the window, the moon is white. It's difficult to see the daytime due to the strong sunlight, but under the faint moonlight, I can see things glow coming from the lines. I miss them. The lines are very thin. If I don't concentrate, I may lose the sight of them altogether. If I hadn't been killed by you, I don't think you'll be able to see them at all. But right now, you probably can see them.
You see, although I have no times of death during night, some do appear during the day. You killed me because it was during daytime, but you can see my time of death during nighttime now since I use a lot of energy to regenerate myself. In other words, I have lost my immortality. So you cut the lines on my body, Shiki. Let's see.
I think I could probably good since the lines are there, but I don't think I could do it so briskly and without hesitation like last time before. I think it'll be hard. The lines keep fading out, so I think I couldn't do it. Unless you were sleeping.
You can't, right? That is your biggest weak point. How many deaths you can see it. You need to trace the line with your own hands. No matter how weak I am now, my athletic ability isn't so low that I can be caught by you.
I see.
Gotta think, I can't catch agile animals. That means I can't touch their bodies. In other words, even though I can see the lines, I can't kill anything that moves. Ow. I feel stab pain right through my head. Looking at lines again, just like I did when I was a child. It turns to normal. Arcuied is staring intently at me. What? Is something else? No, it's not that it's like, you can't see the lines if you put those glasses on.
Yeah, I got them for someone a long time ago when my eyes first became like this. I'm only using these lenses now, but thanks to them, I can live a normal life.
Yeah, I see. No matter how strong your mind, how your only choice faced with death all the time will be put out of your eyes to go mad. Saying that Arcuied comes closer. Hey, can I take a look at them?
No, these are important to me.
I'm not handing them over to you. Come on, I'm not going to break them. I just plan to look at them.
Arcuied creeps closer. I get the feeling she won't adverse to getting them by force. It's suspicious. There's something very suspicious about.
She says, I'm not going to break them.
I'm not going to look at.
I know your ridiculous powers.
What would I do? You crush them by accident.
Hey, what do you mean ridiculous powers? Let me tell you, in terms of non-violence, you're stronger than I am. I won't break things at random.
Saying that, Ray extends her hands as if she's about to take them by force. Her attitude is becoming a bit more suspicious. I bounce out of the bed and get away from her.
Hey, you're running away?
Of course. I tell you now, I'm not handing them over these glasses. Even if they're gonna be on a chance you'll break them. They're irreplaceable to me. Oh, you're the one who said I wouldn't be able to stay sane with these glasses. I'm gonna go crazy.
Huh? No, that's not it at all.
Arcuied is obviously trying not to look at me. Come on, Arcuied. I don't know where you're playing, but if I lose these glasses, I won't be to help you. If I were to see lines 24 hours, I think I'll die from a headache before I go mad.
I suppose that must be a strain in your brain from being able to see death. Yeah, there's some kind of reason for those eyes of yours, but this is all I can tell you now. If you get the chance later, I'll go over it in a little more detail.
That's alright. I'm not into long stories anyways.
Is that so? Personally, I enjoy talking to other people.
Arcuied gives a carefree laugh. It really does seem like she enjoys doing nothing more than talking. Night descends. Arcuied sits on the bed. They're absent at the clock. It's past 4 in the morning. About an hour until dawn. Just one more hour. Nothing more ordinary has happened up to now, and Arcuied shows no signs of tension. Surrounded by complete tranquility, somehow began believe the night just end like this.
Hey, Shiki.
Arcuied calls me again. What? I don't have anything else to talk about.
Really? It's such a waste not to talk now, when we're in a situation like this.
Listen, how many hours do you think I had to put up with your nonsense talking? 6 hours? That's making me more tired than keeping me watch. Arcuied gives me a dissatisfied glare. That's right. For some reason, Arcuied has been talking to me for 6 hours straight. I told her she should sleep if she was feeling weak, but she replied with, "It's more fun to talk." So in the end, we ended up facing each other and talking the whole time. I just don't know what she's thinking. Grr. Without thinking, I'm hungry. Come to think of it, my last meal was breakfast, so I haven't eaten anything for a whole day.
What? Won't you eat something if you're hungry? We're in a fancy hotel after all. You can call room service.
That's okay. I'll lose my sense of tension if I fill my stomach now. More importantly, shouldn't you be getting something to eat? You're weekend if you are sleeping, shouldn't you get something to eat? Not going to eat, neither am I.
No more food is meaningful in its own way. It's boring to eat by myself.
Normal food. Nothing normal about special about. Oh wait, Argo's a vampire. I suppose for food will be drinking someone's blood? Or is there? I guess being a vampire means you won't usually consume much except blood. She doesn't look like it, but Arcuied is a vampire. These vampires need blood of humans to survive. Then just how many people she's drained, how many people she has killed before. I take a quick glance at her face. I can't imagine it. Even though I know she's a vampire, for some reason I can't imagine her sucking one's blood.
What? Is there something on my face?
Huh? She's again He continues to stare at me all the time. She gives me a laugh of comprehension.
Are you curious?
About what?
About how many people I have sucked blood from?
She completely read my mind. Arcuied's smile goes wide, wider, and I don't like it. Well, of course I'm curious. So I don't know why do you change hearts to try to attack me. That would be a problem.
I see, Arcuied says. Well then, here's a question. How many people's blood have I sucked so far? She bounds lightly from the bed and walks to the window. How many people? That's. Gives a cheerful smile and suddenly looks in my direction with an air of delight. Damn, it's obvious that she's trying to provoke me. Fine, I'll answer. Let's see, it has to be in the hundreds? Sorry, you're off. Then thousands? No, that's wrong too. Laughs so funny. This feels really frustrating. Damn. Then I doubt this isn't the case. But in the tens? That's wrong too. Oh, really? Hence, hundreds, thousands. Do you really see me as that sort of person? That's so mean. That'll make me indiscriminate. Am I wrong? Vampires are discriminate, aren't they? And humans get hungry merely by being alive, which isn't a matter of life or death. You wouldn't be picky either. Yes, that's true, but I haven't tasted blood in the last 800 years. Nor have I ever killed an ordinary human. Wait, is that true? It's the truth. After all, I'm afraid of sucking blood. Huh? Afraid of sucking blood? You gotta be kidding, right? Is afraid of sucking blood? Why? I suppose I'm a coward? That's why I'm a failure as a vampire. Arcuied grumbles as she looks at the night sky from the window. She stays like that for a long time, continuing to look up at the sky. Her white back looks vague, hazed over as she was merely an illusion. I see a failure, I whisper, and I feel relieved. Somehow that makes me happy. Of course, it's only natural to be relieved, because now I know the person saying before isn't some kind of vicious killing being. For now, if I were to believe she says, I won't be killed by her at random. So I'm safe. I'm safe, but I feel like that's not the only reason I'm relieved. Damn it, what's wrong with me? Being revealed for something like this, how can I be happy over something like Arcuied's failure? Suddenly I feel a faint dizziness. Shiki? What's wrong? You're sweating an awful lot. No, it's just a twinge of pain in my head. I realize something is shot. I replied to Arcuied. The window behind Arcuied, beyond the glass, in darkness of night. A blue horse looking in our direction. Okay. I'll probably end it here. Omega Dimensions out. Bye.